guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hi, my name is Sam if you are new, and welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel, and it is a series called, I'm going to either name it Cookbook Cook With Me or Cookbook Cooking. You'll know it when you see it on the channel, so you can find all of the cookbook recipes that I'm going to do in this series right there in one playlist. So in today's video, we are going to be making a recipe from the Joanna Gaines Magnolia Cookbook. I have wanted these for such a long time and finally got them. So the first recipe we're going to be doing in this cookbook series is this one right here, and this is for her lemon poppy seed cake, or her lemon poppy seed bread, and I am so excited to try this. Like I said, I've been wanting this for such a long time and finally got it, and this is the recipe that we're going to be making today. Now I've blocked off ingredients and measurements, so I will leave the link to her cookbook in the description box below, as well as pinned in the comment section, so you can go and get her cookbook and try the recipes in there for yourself. Now, I've got everything set out here ready to go. I'm not going to go over any of the ingredients because it's not my recipe, but we're just going to be trying it today for the first time with you guys. So I've got all of that set out, ready to go. Everything's at room temperature. I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. It didn't give a specific time to let this cook. I am going to be cooking this in a glass 9x5 or 9x6, 8, one of those, a glass baking dish. So it's probably going to take a little bit longer to cook. I'm going to go between 55 to an hour and 15 to 20 minutes. It might be a little bit different if you cook it in a metal baking dish, but like I said, it didn't give a specific time. It just said to bake it until a toothpick comes out plain. So that's the time I'm going to shoot for, and yeah, so let's get this going because I am so excited to try this. Okay guys, so this is an overview of what the recipe looks like. It looks absolutely delicious. Can't wait to try it. Now I've got the ingredients and the directions covered up because, like I said, it's not my recipe, but you can find a link to her cookbook in the description box below, as well as pinned in the comment section, so you can go there and order the book and try this recipe yourself. So I've got everything set out here ready to go. Let's get this going so I can get it in the oven and then we can try it. Okay, so it says to start off with the dry ingredients. Like any baking, you want to start off with the dry ingredients, then move on to the wet ingredients, and then combine them and then bake them. So I've got my flour, my leavening agents in here. I'm going to give that a mix because it likes to stick to the bowls. So I've got that, and I've got my poppy seeds. And we are just going to mix this together until it's combined. Okay, now I'm just going to crack my eggs into my little bowl here, just so I can add them into the wet ingredients a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to mix all of this together. So now it says to mix all of your wet ingredients together. So we're going to add our milk, oil, and our lemon juice and lemon zest. Now I've got some fresh lemon juice here, but if you have bottled lemon juice, I'm sure that will be fine. So I'm just going to mix all of this together, and then we will add it to the dry ingredients. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and just mix this together. Okay, so I've got this almost mixed together, and I want to go ahead and switch over to like a little spatula so I can get everything off the bottom and I don't overmix the batter. But it smells so good. I love lemon poppy seed anything. I love lemon anything. Alright, that looks pretty good. Make sure I got everything off the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to grab my baking dish and we'll get this in the dish and in the oven. Okay, so I've got my little pan here, and it's a 9x5 loaf pan, and I just greased the pan itself with a little bit of oil, and then I put some parchment in there so that way I can just grab it and it'll come out of the pan easy. And then I just greased that a little bit. So now all I'm going to do is add my batter to my pan here. Okay, so I've got my bread batter in the pan here, and I've leveled it off. All I'm going to do now is pop this in a 350-degree oven for about an hour or so. It might take a little bit longer because it's in a glass dish, but if you cook it in a metal pan, just keep an eye on it. And the directions say to take a toothpick and stick it in the center. If it comes out clean or with a few moist crumbs, you're good to go. So I'm going to put this in the oven and we will check it at the 1 hour mark and go from there. Okay, so this just come out of the oven. It looks absolutely delicious. So I tested it with a toothpick. It come out clean. So I'm going to let this sit in the pan and let it cool down for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to remove it to a wire rack and let it cool completely. So I will see you back in about another hour when this is completely cooled, and then we will make the icing and drizzle it over the top and we'll give it a try. Okay, so I've got my bread sitting here in my little serving platter, and it's still slightly warm, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and make our glaze to go on top. So I've got the rest of my lemon zest here, and this is just a basic lemon glaze. Just add that in there. And then you're just going to add enough lemon juice to make a thick but pourable drizzle type glaze. So I'm going to add about, I don't know, about a tablespoon and a half to start, and then see where we're at, and add more if we need to. Okay, so I've got this all mixed up, and it's a thick but pourable consistency. You want it to be thick to where when it dries it holds its shape, but a pourable consistency so it doesn't just glob right on top of the bread. So I am going to go ahead and clean up this powdered sugar and top the bread with the glaze. Okay guys, so it's done I've let it cool, I've glazed it, and I've cut me a slice, and I am ready to try this. It looks delicious. It smells even better. So I'm just going to get me a little bite here. That is delicious. I highly recommend giving that book a go, giving that recipe a try. I will leave that linked down in the description box, as well as pinned in the comment section where you can find that book. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to end it right here. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.